Not every truth wants to be revealed. Are you ready to open the file? Time travel. For centuries, it has been one of the ideas that fascinates humanity the most. The vision of returning to the past to witness history firsthand, or stepping into the future to see what awaits the world, has always stirred human curiosity. But the most important question remains: is it truly possible? Among the countless stories about time travel, there is one case that once made the public believe that a man had crossed through time itself. His name was Rudolph Fentz. According to the stories passed down over time, one evening in New York in 1950, a man suddenly appeared in the middle of a crowded street. He was wearing clothing from the 19th century. His eyes looked confused. He kept turning around, as if he had no idea where he was. Just seconds later, he was struck by a car and died instantly. When the police searched his belongings, they found several strange items. A horse-drawn tram ticket from the 19th century. Old coins that were no longer in circulation. A letter dated 1876. And a business card with the name, Rudolph Fentz. According to records, Rudolph Fentz had mysteriously disappeared in the year 1876. No body was found. No trace was ever discovered. If this story were true, then he had jumped from the 19th century into the 20th century, without aging at all. And that is why many people believed Rudolph Fentz may have traveled through time. For many years, the story of Rudolph Fentz spread through books, radio programs, and collections of unexplained phenomena. It was often told as a rare piece of evidence, supporting the idea that humans could travel through time. Various theories were proposed. Some believed he had accidentally stepped into a time rift. Others thought it was the result of a failed scientific experiment. And some suggested it pointed to a physical phenomenon yet to be discovered. But, when historians began to examine the case carefully, a different truth slowly came to light. There is no police record of such an accident. There is no death certificate for Rudolph Fentz in New York in 1950, and there is no official document confirming the event. After many years of investigation, researchers discovered that this story first appeared in a work of fiction. It was found in a science fiction short story, published in the early 20th century. The author created the tale as a hypothetical scenario about time travel. But over time, the fictional story became separated from its original source. It began to be told as a real case. And gradually, it turned into a modern legend. Rudolph Fentz was not a time traveler. He was a character from literature. So why could a fictional story convince so many people? Because humans have always longed to change the past, to see the future, to escape the limits of time. Time travel is not just a scientific idea, it is a dream, and when a story like Rudolph Fentz appears, it gives us the feeling that, perhaps that dream once became reality, even if only for a moment. According to modern science, traveling into the future may be theoretically possible through the effects of time dilation, but traveling back into the past still has no experimental evidence. No experiment has proven that humans can return to a moment that has already passed, and therefore, stories like that of Rudolph Fentz should be seen as a lesson in how information spreads and changes over time. The story of Rudolph Fentz once made the world believe that someone had stepped beyond the boundaries of time, but the truth shows, sometimes, the greatest mystery is not in the phenomenon itself, but in the way humans tell the story. Time travel may still be just a dream, yet it is that very dream that has driven humanity to keep exploring, to keep questioning the universe. And even ourselves, and perhaps, the important question is not whether Rudolph Fentz really traveled through time, it is, what are we willing to believe when faced with a story that has no answers? What do you think? Could time travel ever be possible in the future? Or is it simply a legend passed down through generations? Share your thoughts in the comments below. The truth is still hidden.